What is going on, everybody? This is your boy K-Mac, and welcome back to another episode of Epic Showdown. And in this episode, we're going to be breaking down with Master Chief and a Mega Man battle to the death. Who would come out on top and emerge victorious? Now, first, we're going to be taking a look at Master Chief. And of course, Master Chief is one of the biggest badasses of all time. He was born John, I don't think they ever say his last name, but he's 117, the Spartan. He's part of the secret Spartan elite program. He was abducted as a child, replaced with a clone, genetically modified and enhanced to become a superhuman and a super soldier. Now, what the program actually did, and there's a little bit more of that video coming up in a little bit, shows a little bit more of that, is it actually made him 300% faster and smarter. It made his reflexes better. He became 150 times stronger than the average human. It boosted his growth. He became like 7 feet tall, something like that, I believe he is. His muscle is increased as well. He is incredibly, well trained. On top of that, and on top of that is a heightened sense of memory, intelligence, and creativity. So he's like borderline smartest person to ever live, and on top of that, 7 feet tall and an absolute freak, a monster. And that coupled with his armor, which is the Mark 6 Majora armor. It is actually brain-linked reactive circuits. So what that means is before he can actually move his arms or move his fingers, the suit is already doing that for him because he's thinking it before he can actually do it, and it makes things bam, bam, snap fast, and it's very, very cool, very actually really interesting. He also has full force multiplying circuits to make his melees and his throws and his punches harder and faster and stronger. It has titanium alloy plating on it, which weighs over 1,000 pounds. So when he's jumping 10 feet in the air, you have to keep into consideration that he is weighing over 1,000 pounds jumping 10 feet in the air. That is how strong this person is, and that's how big of a badass it is. It is also heat resistant, as in Halo 3 when he actually re-entered the Earth's atmosphere in his suit. It also has a motion tracker up to 80 feet. He can see targets coming in and out. And like I said, it weighs over 1,000 pounds, just the armor, before you count all of his weaponry. Speaking of weaponry, we have some pictures here of some of the weapons that he is familiar with. We have, of course, the sidearm, the Magnum pistol, which shoots a 12.7mm Magnum round. We have the M7 submachine gun, which shoots a 5mm round. We, of course, also have the M9 frag. We also have the assault rifle, which shoots a 7.62mm round. We have the standard issue battle rifle, which shoots a 9.5mm round. We have the DMR, which also shoots a 9.5mm. We have the M40 shotgun, which shoots 8-gauge shotgun shells. The M41 rocket launcher, which shoots 12mm rockets. Two of them. We have also obviously they have the sniper rifle, which shoots a 14.5mm round with stabilized wings. Also have the Spartan laser and all other kinds of crazy weaponry. That is just the UMSMC weaponry. He's also familiar with weaponry from the Covenant and for weapons from the Promethean race. Now, you're looking at here is some of the Covenant weapons he's familiar with. The most noticeable of, obviously, is the Energy Sword, which is a plasma sword, which is awesome. He's also good with the plasma pistols, the plasma beams, beam rifles, carbines, needlers, anything that he can actually get his hands on, he is a master with. Now, here we're looking at the Promethean weapons, the light rifle, bolt shot, the scatter shot, the what's that called? The binary rifle. He's familiar with all of these weapons. He's mastered all of these weapons and is just an unstoppable monster with all of these. Here's a look at some of the older weapons that he's also familiar with. I don't know if I mentioned the missile pods and the chain guns and the spikers. All these weapons, or fuel rods and stuff like that. He's just all around badass, and this clip right here is just epitome of why he is a total bamf. He takes down all of these Promethean elites, or whatever they're called, and just annihilates them. This man is nothing to mess with, and is an actual just god on the battlefield. And this is him with the Promethean weapons. So again, he's familiar with all kinds of weapons, even the ones he just found in the Promethean world. But that is Master Chief in a nutshell. Now we're going to be jumping into our other contender, which is Mega Man. Now, Mega Man is actually only 10 years old in some of the older games. I don't know if I have not played any of the newer games, But he's actually coming to the new Super Smash Brothers game, which I'm really pumped about. But that's another story. He has a supercomputer for a brain, which means he is smarter than the average, or way smarter than the average human. He is 10 to 1,000 times faster in his reaction times. He's run on solar energy. He's a robot, actually. He has defeated Dr. Wily's robots, over 800 of them, including Hardman, which is one of my all-time favorites. Hardman. That is a terrible, terrible name. Anyway, he can copy the power of others. That's a big part of what he does. He's able to copy things, and he comes up with attacks like the metal blades, a Gemini laser. He can create black holes. He can freeze time. He has all kinds of crazy abilities. Pretty much every robot he's ever taken on, and there's over 800, all have some kind of ability that he can copy after defeating them. Whether it be, like I said, any of those, or the ability to have giant bombs, or wants up a bigger cannon on his arm. It's all kind of fun things. He also, like I said, obviously has the Mega Blaster cannon, which is his arm, and that is a really cool thing. It shoots. They don't really tell you what kind of caliber or anything what it shoots, but it definitely shoots. There's that, so that's pretty cool. So the other thing, he also has the titanium alloy armor, which is kind of a similar to Master Chief. It's also heat resistant. It can also take many hits. I don't think it has the rechargeable energy shields like Master Chief does, but it's definitely a suit of armor that is something to be reckoned with. Like I said, he also has superhuman reflexes. He also has superhuman speed and strength and superhuman jumping abilities, which will all come in handy in this final battle. Like I said, he can copy the power of others, and he also has a pet dog sidekick named Rush, which can come to his rescue. It can do all kinds of fun things, and it also is very powerful within its own rights. So basically, that's all that I have to say about both of these characters. Now that we've kind of broke them down, I'm going to give my opinion on who I think would win in a fight and who I'd want to put my money on. And I also kind of want to leave it up to you guys as to what you guys think would win. So right now, take a second before I say who I would win, take a second, and based on the evidence that I have just given you guys, go ahead and drop a comment, tell me who you think would win and why. And me might want to pause the video before I go into my story, so go ahead and take a second right now. I'll give you that time right now to do that. Post that comment. And alright, now we're going to get into who I think would win and why. Now, first off, I think this battle would be a little bit more one-sided than some of the previous battles that we have done. I think that Master Chief would win this battle hands down. He is just too big of a badass, and like I said, he is a master of all weaponry. Now, with that said, Mega Man like I said, has the ability to copy some of the moves and tricks and stuff and armor abilities, which I didn't really get too much into, but there are armor abilities that Master Chief has, such as active camo, bubble shields, all kinds of things like that, booster, jetpack, all those fun things that Master Chief has access to can be copied and replicated all by Mega Man. So it could be a little bit harder battle than Master Chief thought he was originally getting into, but I think in the end his ability to adapt and overcome just about anything, along with his ability to use any arsenal, it's crazy, would overcome. But that's my opinion, and I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments of who would win and why. I just really think Master Chief would just pull out some kind of Spartan laser, or a big rocket, and it might take a couple shots. It might take a little bit more than just shooting at him, because obviously Mega Man himself is fast and can jump and all that kind of fun stuff as well. But I think he would somehow set up some kind of trap for him, or some kind of that way of getting him to fall for his plan, because I think Master Chief is the shit. He also has Cortana on his side, which is another big thing. Cortana's always right there to help him, and she is a genius in herself. She's a genius tactician and knows exactly how to get things done. And I just believe that Master Chief, in the end, would come through. But like I said, let me know who you think would win and why. And also let me in the comments tell me who should be next to battle. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on that as well. So make sure you're dropping those comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button. So if you guys hit 500 likes on this video before the end of the weekend, I will go ahead and drop out next week's battle a day early for you guys. But that is all I have time for. So make sure you guys check out the previous one where we did Goku versus Superman. Really cool. Come check that out. Also, come check out some Call of Duty Ghost gameplay over on my channel. We do some commentaries over there. And have a good, as always, guys, have a good day. Game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out.